Omagyanathmirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramanubhistam Purnam Radhadasyam Pradayakam Nirupandugacharya Varyam Gurupamanjari Preshtakam Patita Pavana Karunyam Yugacharya Narayanam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradhayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaura Twise Namaha Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Ismera Hasar Murali Manohara Radhikara Sikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Puru Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindai Tulasi Devi Ai Priyai Keshava Sacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sattavatyai Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramu 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 Hare Hare. So first of all I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramadattama Sri Guru Pada Padma Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Ashtotara Sata Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudeva, and to my most worshipable Shiksha and Sannyasa Guru Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Ashtotara Sata Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to all Shri Rupanur Gauriya Guru Varga, all Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. By the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudeva and all Mahabhagavatas Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one more time. So now the commentary of Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur, Sarartha Darshini. So we are now reading the verse 35. Singhanasva dharambrita purakena hasa valoka kala gita jari chayaginim nachedvayam virahajagni upaya yukta deha dhyanena yamma padayo padavim sakete. Hey Pranavallava, O love more dear to us than our life, your sweet enchanting smiles, your loving glances, and the melodious sound of your flute have ignited the fire of love in our hearts. Only the nectar flowing from your lips can extinguish it. So please give us this remedy. Otherwise, O friend, in truth we will be consumed in the fierce fire of separation from you. And in this way we will reach your lotus feet in meditation. So now the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada Vaishnava Toshani. So now the gopis, which belong to the second group, they are actually sighing heavily and deeply. And they are expressing their hearts with so much anxiety. And they were somehow optimistic that they would have their desire fulfilled. But if Krishna did not comply in the end, then he would have to take the entire blame. So, because they are very much anxious, they became perplexed. Therefore, they're using this verb, sincha, which means to sprinkle. So, then the nectar of your lips, it means that Krishna's lips have very special nectar. It means that only Krishna can ignite the fire, so in the same way, he's the only one who can extinguish that fire. So the flute sound of Krishna, which carries the nectar from his lips, has actually touched the fire of lust present in the gopis. But the gopis, they're asking, to stop that fire, Krishna should give that same nectar that is making the fire to increase. So the sequence is that Krishna played his flute and the nectar of his lips touched the heart of gopis and make them feel so much desire to meet with him. But now to fulfill that desire, they must, or it means to pacify that fire, they must again take the nectar of Krishna's lips, but actually in the form of a kiss. Also, Krishna's smiling glance means is compared to be like a ghee, which is put in the fire, that makes the fire to increase. And also the flute sound is compared to a very strong wind, which will make the flame of that fire increase even more. So these two combinations, ghee and the wind, makes the fire very, very strong. So in the heart of the gopis, it's just like you have a forest fire of lust burning. Therefore, in the verse, the word used is Rich Chayagni, means the fire in the heart. So the lust resides in the heart. Therefore, to stop that lust, some type of medicine has to be given from inside, not from outside. The only way that this medicine will come inside is if it comes from Krishna's lips, this nectar, directly to the gopis' mouth. So in this way, the gopis, they are openly requesting Krishna, please, we want to have amorous pastimes with you. So some people may say that to openly speak what we desire, it may be against the principles of Rasa. But this is not true in this case. Because the gopis, they were completely intoxicated by drinking the honey of Krishna's flute and also his beauty, that they lost completely their power of discrimination. So their anuraga has reached the highest limit, and that has created a lot of distress for them. And this distress is now dancing in their hearts. So because the gopis, they were already completely controlled by this rasa, there was no anything that they can do against rasa. So this way they are actually ordering Krishna. If you do not extinguish the fire in our hearts, then we will give up our lives when we are thinking about you. So it is said that whatever one remembers at the time of death, he will certainly attain that. So following this logic, we will definitely reach your lotus feet, the gopis said. Also, the gopis are using the word He Sakhe, means, oh friend. They are addressing their lover as a friend. They were trying to actually stimulate more affection in Krishna's heart for them. So therefore they openly express their intention. But to that Krishna may answer saying, my smile and other irresistible attributes created the fire of lust. But do you see with me any pot of water that can extinguish this fire? So, expecting such a joke from Krishna, the Braja Gopis, they replied by saying, the fire can be put out only by nectar, not by water. It must be abundant flow of nectar, not just few drops. So, in this way, the Gopis, they are already, guessing what Krishna would say. Therefore, their words come in very proper way, so that Krishna has no any way to deny what they want. So Krishna also could say, where can I find this very rare nectar that you are talking about? Also, I think it is impossible to find such nectar. So anticipating this, the gopis, they say, why are you keeping it secret? That nectar is in your lips. So the gopis already gave Krishna the information where they can find the nectar. No other nectar can pacify our fire. So, and we will need a big flood of this nectar to cool down the fire of lust. So, by this statement, the gopis are showing that they have an unquenchable thirst, means unlimited thirst. But Krishna is saying, okay, you said that you will quickly reach my lotus feet by meditation. You said that you are about to leave your bodies, but I don't see any symptoms of that. Then the gopis reply, Hey Shama Sundar, are we like others, devoid of any overwhelming love for you? This fire is manifest inside our bodies due to separation from you. So, in this way, concluding their arguments, the gopis, they started thinking, why are we in such a hurry to take this difficult task of giving up our bodies? Of course, they understood this was not possible. Therefore, the gopis are saying, "Hey Prabhu, it is not so easy for us to be able to meet with you. Even in our meditation, we are not successful. The reason is that our bodies are not suitable for receiving the nectar of meeting with you. Rather, they are fit to be incinerated, means completely burned in the fire of separation. Oh dear friend, we have not been able to experience the bliss of meeting with you in this life. And we also suspect that in the next life, we will be also destined to be in separation from you." So, in this way, the gopis, they thought that they would give up their bodies if they could not attain Krishna very soon. They thought, if after so much endeavor, we are not able to meet with you directly in our next life, then at least let us attain the meditation of your lotus feet. Now, the meaning in the mood of indifference. The gopis are saying, "Hey Mahalampat, a topmost devotee, perhaps our smile, our glance, our sweet singing have ever inspired lust in your heart? So you can pacify it by the nectar of your own lips. There is no any girl among ourselves who can actually pacify the fire of lust present in yourself." So now the gopis are in a very playful mood towards Krishna. The gopi is saying, when someone craves for his favorite sweets, but it is not available, then he becomes disappointed and begins to lick his own lips. So you will not be able to enjoy us. Now you should lick your own lips. So if you do not give up us after hearing this, and you continue blocking our way, trying to touch us, then we will burn our bodies in the fire of separation from our husbands. We may die, but we will not come near you. Even in our meditation, we will not go towards the same path that you are walking. We are playing with you since our childhood, and we have become friends. Therefore, you know very well that we are committed to our religious principles. So here the gopis are saying, "Hey Sakhe, in the hope of attaining your lotus feet, we are even willing to give up these bodies." In Srimad Bhagavatam 11.4.10 says that those who are under Krishna's protection will definitely step over the head of all kinds of obstacles. So in the same way, in this verse 35, they also want to imply the same. Why? The gopis say, "We will not be burned in the fire of separation from you, and the path you walk will not appear in our meditation." So this is the end of the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami Pad in a mood of indifference. Yes. Now the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Sarartha Darshini. So now Krishna, he is thinking, the day I stole the clothes of the Braja Gopis, I fulfilled my desire to see them all naked together. It was better than meeting with all of them in private. But my desire to see, to hear their sweet words of love when the emotions are in the highest limit was not yet fulfilled. So now Krishna wants to hear from the gopis. Therefore, he's provoking them by trying to avoid this meeting. With the sound of my flute, I have gathered all these gopis who have become completely intoxicated after hearing this sweet melody. I have bewildered them with my ingenious speech, and I have kidnapped their hearts, as well as their shyness, their discrimination, their religiosity, and self-control. But despite of all of this, they are still bashful in their speech. So, because they cannot come out of their contrary mood, Vamya Bhav. So how astonishing is that they are not fully revealing their emotions that are in their hearts. But now, one principal gopi, she became under the control of one Sanchari Bhava called Unmad. And then she left her Bhamya Bhava, means her contrary mood, and then she spoke this verse. She was clearly expressing her desire to have a direct meeting with Krishna. In this way, Krishna was very pleased by hearing these words. Oh, dear beloved, with your smiling glance and enchanting flute song, you ignite the fire of lust in our hearts. So kindly extinguish this fire with the abundant flow of nectar from your lips. That will actually redeem you from the offense of igniting the fire inside of us. Otherwise, you will be implicated in the sin of setting fire in someone's house. So the Gopi says, our lust was sleeping in our hearts, and only you awake it. In the form of your flute melody, you entered in our hearts to the path of the years, and you set this sleeping lust ablaze, fire. This lust was sleeping, but then it was put into very strong fire by the ghee of your inviting glances, by the honey of your smile, and the wind of your flute song. So, if you fear this simple reaction, you should immediately extinguish this fire of our lust. And it does not require so much labor from your side. You just have to put this nectar directly there. The nectar from your lips, you can give directly there. So you are like immoral prince. And you have witnessed, like a sport, how our fire was ignited. Today is not the first time that this lila is taking place. So, but Krishna, he might say, my smiling, my glancing, and my playing, the notes in my flute, are actually my normal behavior. And if my behavior is causing lust in the young girls, there are millions of young girls. How can I possibly give my nectar of my lips to everyone? Then the gopis, they reply by saying, this is true, it is not possible. Nevertheless, you will have to pay for the murder of thousands and thousands of girls which are not related to you. And you must feel remorse for that. So if this fire will not subside, we will burn our bodies to ashes in the fire of separation. And after that, like yoginis in meditation, we will certainly attain your lotus feet. So what the gopis are saying, actually, Krishna has no option. Either he has to meet with them now or after that. Somehow they will meet. Gopis are saying to Krishna, if you deny to meet with us now and you kill us, you have to meet with us anyway. The Gopi is saying, we know that we have not performed sufficient austerity in our previous lives that would give us your mercy in this life. Nevertheless, please accept us. And we don't need to sit in any ordinary fire to burn ourselves, because we already have a big fire inside which is burning us. Not only that, we are having two types of fires inside, the fire of lust and the fire of separation. But out of these two, the fire of separation is more hot than the fire of lust. So in this way, the gopis, they are praying by saying that, O fire of separation from Krishna, we are throwing our lives in you with the hope of attaining Krishna's lotus feet after that. Please put us on the same path where Krishna walks. So in this way, we can put his lotus feet on our breasts and not on the ground. It means they want that Krishna should walk upon them, not upon the ground. And by the touch of his feet, the fire of lust in our hearts will be extinguished. Even though Krishna does not want to touch our breasts, he will definitely feel great pleasure by walking on them. And at the same time, he will become free from the sin of murdering so many women. Hey Sakhe, you are our friend. Why are you giving us so much pain? So why should we not give you pain? But you should understand that the remorse that you may feel for us. It may be very painful, but the remorse we feel is actually millions of times greater than yours. So what to do? This is what the destiny gave to us. And this is a great calamity in our lives. So Krishna, you are the ocean of mercy. And you will regret in the future. Now please give up your stubbornness and accept us. In this way, so many different meanings can be drawn from this verse. This is the end of the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. We're going to stop here and continue next time with verse 36. So what was the important thing that we learned today from this shlok is that there are two types of fire in the gopis. One is the fire of separation, one is the fire of lust, kama. Out of these two, the fire of separation is much more powerful and can make the gopis give up their bodies. Panchakalpatarvyasya kripa sindhuvevacha patitanam bhavyo vaishnavyo namo. Hare Krishna.